So, this is my second vlog, slightly later than I'd hoped, but ran into some technical difficulties. Hopefully that's all sorted, so on with the show. I'm in dire need of a shave. Slight change of scenery, but I'm back home in Norfolk, visiting my family over summer. Still struggling to get back adjusted to the flatness though. So, Results Day 2015 is coming up. It's the 13th of August, as I'm sure you're all aware. And here is my guide to preparations and the day itself. Now, first piece of advice, try not to book a holiday for that week. I didn't follow this one, and I was camping on the shores of Loch Lomond in Scotland on Results Day, and thankfully I got the grades I needed, but if not, it could have been very problematic. Secondly, make sure you have all the necessary numbers you need for the next day. Telephone numbers for universities, login details for UCAS, and have it all nicely written out on a piece of paper ready for the next day. Which nicely brings me on number 3. Get an early night. It's probably going to be quite difficult. You'll be worried about what your results are, but try and get plenty of sleep. If things don't go quite to plan tomorrow, you're going to need all the rest you can get. Now, you're probably going to want to wake up pretty early on Results Day. This will give you plenty of time to have a big breakfast. I suggest something with bacon in, although vegetarian options are available, of course. Now, the UCAS track system will be live from 8 AM, and you can log in there and then and check if you've been accepted by your firm or insurance choice universities, and if so, excellent, wonderful, you're going to university. If not, there's many different options you can take, don't worry. Now, on collection of your results, you may open them up and find out you had exactly the same grades you needed or better to get into uni, yet it didn't say that on UCAS track this morning. That could simply be because it hadn't updated yet. Simply wait a day and try again. It should say your place has been accepted, excellent, you're off to uni. If not, give the university a ring, find out what the issue is. Now, say you're incredibly lucky and it turns out you got a lot better than you expected and your grades far surpass the requirements for the courses you applied for. Say you needed BBC, but in fact you got ABB. Now, there is something called adjustment you can do, which is where you can decline your current offers and then apply to a different course with higher entry requirements. Although this doesn't mean it's going to be a better course, you must take that into account. If you spent the last 3 or 4 months dreaming about going to one particular university to study one particular course, even if you've far surpassed the grades, maybe it's not worth changing. It's something only you can really decide, but that option is there. Now, if unfortunately things didn't go quite so well for you, you didn't quite make your grades for your firm choice, that's what insurance choice is there for, and hopefully you can get a place there. Excellent. Now, if everything went horribly wrong, it's always possible to ring up the university, see if they can offer you a different course, perhaps a foundation year, so you can then go on to do the course you want to do, but just a year later. If not, it's always possible to go through clearing. This is where you can apply to different universities, not necessarily your firm or insurance, or in fact any of your choices, which have spaces left on the courses you're interested in. If clearing doesn't work out, as I said, you can ring up university and see if they have a foundation year, which will allow you to then study the main course the following year, or various colleges run access courses to university, or you can retake your A-levels, or there's always the option that maybe university isn't for you, you can go and do an apprenticeship, a traineeship, any other ship you can think of. But if you're confused about anything at all during this process, the best people to talk to are your tutors at your school or college. They'll know a lot more about the situation and your personal circumstances than I ever could. Now, hopefully after a rather long and stressful day, you'll have sorted everything out and you'll be off to uni in September. In that case, go and have a drink, you deserve it. And there'll be more on how to prepare for Freshers Week later in the summer. As always, if you have any questions about the University of South Wales or university life in general, feel free to ask me or any of the other USW Insight ambassadors on Facebook or Twitter. And thanks for watching.